you are going to start to see progress in your movement forward. Angels, show me a message. I'm going to take that one right there. Intuition and downloads. So you may be receiving messages from the divine, and you might need to follow your intuition about something. On the bottom of the deck, we do have romance and connection. Okay, I'm going to put that on the side. Let's get some tarot out, and let's see where this is going. Angels, show me the messages for my Virgo friends, please. What do they need to know today? Show me Virgo. Okay, I'm going to take that one. The Fool card, very nice. Going on an adventure. That's my adventure card. A new journey, a risk in a new direction. Just stepping off of that cliff, not knowing what's down there, but just taking a chance and hoping that it's going to be good. This is the sign of Aries. It also does represent Aquarius to me. Justice is your challenge position. Okay, so wow, something could be unfair here. The Lovers at the base of the reading. All right, this is a marriage so far anyway. When I get the Lovers and Justice, we have all three major arcanas coming out. This must be some type of a big event for you, Virgo. What's going on? Past position, Four of Pentacles. So you were holding on to something that no longer serves you, or you were holding back, and then you decided to take some type of risk. Five of Wands. That's what's on your mind. Okay, are you fighting or arguing with someone? Coming up for you, Knight of Pentacles, moving very slowly, possibly an offer. The Star in your role or attitude, very nice. This could be a destiny reading. If you have a North Node in Virgo and you're watching this video, this absolutely could be a message for you. The Magician as your outside influences. Hopes or fears, Six of Wands, and the final outcome, Death. You're fearing the Six of Wands? I don't think so. All right. You're fearing success. Okay. What's on the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Uh-oh. What's that about? Three of Swords, huh? All right. A rainy day. Three of Swords and Three of Pentacles. That's what I call the Three of Swords. The rainy day. So I'm going to start with this Four of Pentacles in your past, because this is a card about holding on to something that no longer serves you. I didn't realize that you can't really see all of that. I can move this over a little bit. You have some type of fated meeting here, Virgo. There's almost like a tower here. I understand why this Uranus energy is in the center of the reading, because there's something here that you don't see coming. It's an unexpected person. I feel like this is a good tower. The thing is that there's some type of sacrifice or something here that you have to let go of. Anytime I get the Star and the Six of Wands in a reading, it usually tells me that someone has the potential here to become a celebrity. I can understand the fear of the Six of Wands for a Virgo reading, because Virgos don't like to be the center of attention. And you don't like to be in the spotlight. Virgos are perfect. I don't want to make that sound like you strive for perfection. Let me put it that way. You strive for perfection, and if you make a mistake and you're in the spotlight and everyone sees it, then you're going to go into complete panic mode. But you're holding on to something here. And then it seems like this offer comes in from another person. The universe is here. You have 6 major arcanas in this reading. This is coming from the divine. They're removing whatever you were holding on to here. It's almost like you're... I'll use this is either a job or a relationship for someone. You're staying in something out of obligation, or because you love it, or because you don't want to let it go, or because it's they're saying your baby. It's your baby. This could be the relationship. This could be a business that someone even started. But you're meant to work with another person, Libra energy. 3 of Pentacles tells me someone wants to manifest and someone wants to work with you. The thing is that you're going to have to be in some type of spotlight. I don't know if that's being in like a YouTube video maybe, or, I mean, I don't think that somebody's just going to throw you right on the stage. You have some type of head over heart and internal conflict here about ending something. It's making you sad. But this offer that's coming in is your destiny. This is your North Node. Your North Node is not always the easiest place to go. People are afraid of the North Node. They tend to stick to where their South Node is because they're familiar with that area. So you're going into some type of unknown territory, and they're telling you to take this risk. There's also a relationship here that an argument or disagreement or something that happened is going to cause change. I do not feel like the relationship is coming to an end. But let's say that you're in this job and you're holding on to it. Maybe you're holding on to it because of the money. Like, I can't just leave. I can't find anything that's going to pay me the same amount of money that I'm making here. And then all of a sudden, Uranus, boom, comes in, and then a person like shows up with some type of offer here. Because the 3 of Pentacles can represent an interview. It can be signing some papers too. There's a contract here. You're signing some type of contract with someone. But anyway, so you're in this job and you're holding on to it and you can't seem to find anything else. This person just is going to appear out of nowhere and say, come over here, I'll pay you what you're making. And then you go into this head over heart and this internal conflict type of energy. But this was a fated meeting. You're supposed to be with this person. So I want to tell you that there's an opportunity that's coming here, and don't hesitate because you don't want to be in the spotlight, or because you feel like you're getting too much attention, or you're afraid that someone's going to see you make a mistake, because that seems to be very significant in this reading. The Death card to me is transformation. There's something here that you need to take a chance on. And even if, you fall off of the cliff, it's not like you're not going to go the rest of your life saying, well, what if I would have tried? What if I would have done it? The Magician, there's roses in this card, which is harmony. Your life is going from a very difficult time to an absolutely beautiful time. But there's something that needs to, like a clutter that needs to be cleaned up. I also feel like you're possibly trying to balance too many things with this Libra energy. And possibly you're having some type of fight with yourself about letting go of some things. If you have a lot of projects going on, there's some things that you need to let go of, because even the 3 of Pentacles to me is projects. The infinity symbol here tells me that something is long-term as well, and you have all of the tools that you need to do it. This is your wishes coming true, your dreams coming true. I actually want to pull more cards for you. I don't know if these will give me too much information, but this is the only deck I have clean right now. Show me, what is this for Virgo? They keep saying divine timing. With all of the major arcanas, that would make me feel like, yes, divine masculine, so it's going to be a man. Show me more. Now, if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, you're going to meet somebody unexpectedly. And then that's going to force you. See, there's something here that's going to force you into a decision to change and let something go. Fresh start. One more. I don't feel like there's not a relationship that's over, because this argument that is on your mind is going to bring change. It's not bringing the ending. Show me one more, because there's too much good energy here. I feel like you're upset about this argument maybe that you had with this person. One more card for Virgo, please. Separation. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Separation, paint a new picture. So there's a person here that seems to be weighing down your creativity. And something needs to change with this person so you can get back into focus and get back into balance. There's something that's bothering you. There's something that's on your mind. There's I guess it's not really even like a myth. You know, someone doesn't know what they have until it's gone. If you're in a relationship and you're in separation from a person, that's when they realize how valuable you are, how important you are, how they can't live without you. So I do feel like there's a reconciliation here with someone. And this is possibly a marriage. But the argument or the disagreement or everything that you went through, even the broken heart, was all supposed to happen to force this change, to bring this relationship back into balance, bring it back to where it's supposed to be. I'm still getting some type of unexpected offer. There's those dreams. All right. I'm not going to keep harping on the reading. I mean, that's pretty much all I can get out of it. I don't feel... Yes. They're telling me yes, that's enough. All right, I'm going to put that... You know what? We'll put that back in there in case that's the answer to somebody's question. You can focus on a question if you would like to. Angels, show me the answers to Virgo's question, please. Show me the answers to Virgo's question. But anyway, if you go into separation with a person, and then they realize how valuable you are, and then they want you back, it usually changes the relationship. You know, it improves the relationship. But unfortunately, a lot of times there's a lot of crap, I'll just say, that we have to go through in order to get this new canvas. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we do have remain positive, okay? All right, so you can pick 1, 2, or 3 as the answer to your question, Virgo. Listen to your intuition. A year from now, romance. Wow. You know, I'm getting this energy here of you doing two things. I'm trying to figure out how to put this in words for someone. Because although I see a relationship here, I feel like there is some type of... All right, I always like to try and give an example, right? So let's say maybe you're working 2 jobs, right? And this is making you out of balance. And you feel like you have to work these 2 jobs in order to make ends meet. Well, along comes some type of fated, destined meeting, offer, something. And you're almost saying, no, I'm not interested in that. I can't be getting a lot of attention. I can't be in the spotlight. I can't be a boss even. Or I can't come and work for you because that job doesn't pay enough. The destined person that's coming in to make you this offer, first of all, it's going to be for a long time. But more than that, it's going to be more beneficial for you in the long run. Like a year from now, you're going to love the fact that you made this decision to end something and go someplace else and paint this new canvas. There's a risk here that you have to take, and I feel like you're resistant in taking the risk. And it involves your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. It's almost like it's everything that you ever wanted, but I sense a lot of hesitancy here to go after it. And your intuition is coming up twice. They're telling you to follow your passion, follow your heart. You do have the tools to do this, but for some reason you don't think that you do. Maybe you're going to meet a person and they're going to ask you to do some type of public speaking. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, I could never do public speaking. Yes, you can. It just involves you being in the spotlight in some way. And I almost get a feeling like you're telling someone no. Just because of this Three of Swords being the overall energy, and I'm getting this broken heart twice, there's something here that you don't want to let go of. You're really, really fighting with yourself. All right. I hope that made a little bit of sense. I'm going to pull you a final message from the Goddess Oracle. Can you give me a final message for Virgo, please? Somebody wants to work with you here. But it's something that's at the very beginning stages, or something that you're building from the ground up. Like maybe even a friend is going to ask you to go into business with them, and you're going to be like, I can't do that. I'm already out of balance. I'm already working 2 jobs. I can hardly make ends meet. I can't take any more onto my plate. So you have to let go of something in order to go towards this opportunity. And it is a good opportunity. I feel like I had this message for you before about not missing an opportunity. Show me the final message for Virgo, please. The final message for Virgo. All right, we'll just, yep, there it is. Alliance. I knew it. There's a person here. I feel like it's a man. All right. I like to read these from the book, so we can look at the bottom. Wow, Fortune is on the bottom of the deck too. You're very, very fortunate, whatever this is. I think Hera is the High Priestess. All right, anyway, let me look at this card. Let's see if we can get some more information from here. There's a feeling of unease that sets in when you are in an unhealthy power dynamic with another person. As a result, you may compete and blame others for your discomfort, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with the evidence of the many betrayals of her husband Zeus. Oh, that's right, she was Zeus's first wife. Zeus, king of the gods of Olympus. Like she did, you might even stand up for someone who abuses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetuating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. And I'm seeing that. You may think that the benefits of your willful blindness outweigh the price you're paying, but Hera knows that this will not serve you as an empowered sovereign person. Fear and denial make for potent hypnosis, one that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt the alliance served you in some way, such as giving you security or status. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attracting yourself to the dominant power for a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with a deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good. That won't last. Look for equality right here and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, who would I be without this dynamic person or situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and the whole world. She is the one with the real power. You know, I just don't feel like that. I know that it's based on this Lover's card, but I don't feel like it's a relationship. Someone is staying in a relationship out of obligation. They just keep saying obligation. This is going to be a very difficult ending for someone, whatever it is. But the universe is here, and you're being divinely guided to go towards something. And if it is breaking up with a person because you're in an unhappy relationship, a year from now, you're going to meet someone new. But that's going to give you some time to move forward and focus on yourself for a while. I feel like this person is here now. Very interesting reading, Virgo. All I can say is you are valuable. You do deserve respect. You do deserve equality. Take that risk and move forward. With that said, I am going to leave that there, Virgo. Good luck with your situation. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope I was able to help someone with this message today. And I will see you soon.